take a good look at your beloved candidates. They're nothing but hideous space reptiles. It's true. We are aliens. But what are you going to do about it? It's a two-party system. You have to vote for one of us.
Yeah, people. It's Coach Simmons here. I tried to stay out of the controversy this week with uplifting stories about African American content that's in the SWAC, in SWAC history. But this is something I got to get off my chest. This is something that I saw long ago, but I did not comment on. But I think it's still relevant today. Let's get some numbers right now. Half of the assistants in college football are black. But 84% of the head coaches are white. The rival National Signing Day brought yet more commentary of the SEC both on the field and recruiting trail. The conference just had two of its teams face off in the national title game heading into the final week of recruiting. Its members occupied 13 of the top 26 spots on recruiting rankings. Neither of the championship opponents, Alabama or Georgia, even hold the top spot that went to A&M. Those results reinforce long-established relationships between recruiting at the highest level and winning football games. A recent study at Troy University and the College Sport Research Institute reveals that black assistant football coaches are tasked with greater recruiting responsibilities than their white counterparts. And that black assistants not only sign more recruits overall, but they're also more heavily relied to secure top talent, i.e. 5-star recruits. Despite their increased duties and higher rates of success, there remains a disproportionately low number of black head coaches in college football. Among Power 5 conferences, 16% of head coaches are black. SEC, none. You want to break it down a little more? Since 2012, 16% of FBS coaches have been African American. Only 22% have been coordinators, while 49% were assistant coaches and 38% grad assistants. For the SEC, the number of 5-star recruits recruited by black coaches was 90% since 2019. 4-star recruits, 91, 3-star recruits, 79, for a total 84% of all recruits, black recruits in the SEC, were recruited by black coaches. If you even look at it all together, percentage of SEC players recruited by the same race. If it's a white player, 71% of white coaches recruited their white player. This is what I'm looking at. This is a problem I have. 24/7 Sports database also shows the primary recruiter for each of the 7 players who were the top in a national recruiting class 2021 were black. The associate head coach, Charles Huff, of Alabama, landed 4-7. The title of recruiting helped 2 Alabama assistant coaches land jobs elsewhere. Offensive coordinator Steve Sarkisian was hired by UT. And Huff, Washington University, a group of 5 school. 1 year later, Marshall off a 7-6 season, currently the top rated recruiting class in the conference, while Texas went 5-7. Huff was paid $55 grand in 2021. Sarkisian earned $5.4 million. At the end of the recent season, nearly a quarter Power 5 ADs, 14 out of 65, decided to shell out millions in buyouts and severance pay to hire new coaches. And while there are multiple considerations that go to picking a head coach, booster alumni relationships, program management, coaching, acumen, among others, recruiting is a key factor. Bama and Georgia, rest of the SEC, have made it abundantly clear you got to recruit like us to win like us. And yet, even amid an unprecedented number of head coaching changes, only 2 black head coaches were hired at Power 5 programs. Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame, Tony Elliott, Virginia. Black assistant coaches help secure top talent in the country while rarely afforded opportunity to lead top programs. We all know the SEC is going to continue to vie for national championships in a large while recruiting at the highest level of the sport. Hopefully more coaches responsible for accumulating that top talent will get the opportunity to become a head coach within the conference. This is why I have said for a year, HBCUs are the poison pill for the Power 5. The more publicity, recognition, and draft picks come out of HBCU houses, the less power these coaches are going to have. You cannot tell me, sitting back and remembering Norfolk State's head coach. You remember him? Norfolk State's head coach. He went to East Carolina. What is he doing in East Carolina? I'm waiting. He is playing, I think with Charles Scott, the tight end coach at East Carolina. We keep hearing about the rumors of Willie Simmons leaving to be a Power 5 position coach. We know there's a big deal and money would get there. But there is nowhere that you can name a coach from HBCU land to immediately get control of Power 5 or Group of 5 school. The closest we ever had was Billy Napier. Let that sink in. For years, we've been believed, promised, or even relegated to getting all the black players there. But we're not relegated or even allowed to coach them. This has been eating in my heart. This is the only reason why I want one team from HBCU. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Jackson. I don't care if it's Grambling, hell, Southern, Prairie View, Valley, Norfolk, Howard, Delaware State, South Carolina State, NC Central, North Carolina A&T, Tennessee State. I don't care who it is. I want somebody to go to the playoffs and run the table. That's all I want. Because they're not telling us our players are inferior. They're saying your coaching is. Your leadership is. Every black quarterback that has gotten to the NFL Every one. They have the same question. Well, we don't know about his leadership quality. Leadership is always the question when it comes to black quarterbacks, black players. Is he a leader? That comes from their racist trope back in the 50s and 60s. That Willie Lanier from Morgan State kicked down the door at Kansas City that said black men couldn't be middle linebackers. Ed Reed solidified that. Ronnie Lott solidified that black men could be safeties. Steve L. McNair, Coach Williams, Doug Williams, solidified the fact that black men could lead a Super Bowl competing team at quarterback. This is what the fight is. They want you to get the gumbo. They want you to give them the recipe, but then let their ass cook it. I don't care who it is. I just want somebody to get their ass to the playoffs and win 2 games. Shut them up. I'll take a whole year. Look, this is how bad it is right now. If you get to the playoffs, win 2 games, you can talk shit all you want to. Talk as much trash as you need to. You earned it. That's how it is. I'm tired, man. As a black coach, you only have to be the better than anybody else you ever faced. You have to make sure they know that you were the one that did it. That's why all the hate is with Jackson State. That's why the hate is with Grambling. Somewhat with Southern. Damn sure with FAMU. These are the programs that are primed to strike again. Sorry, FAMU, I had to do it. If we can get a hold and control of our own players, and we coach up our own talent, we ain't got to prove shit to them. I'm tired of hearing that argument, saying why we got to go prove something to them. We ain't got to prove shit. But treat them like a little kid in high school that kept talking and talking and talking, was always being held back by the principal. Let's meet these motherfuckers in the alley and let them know who the hell we are. We are HBCU. And I'm out this.